David Billy Kibira Wanjiru.
Unajuaje hizi majina zangu zote?
I do my homework well. So I feel like the world deserves to know. How did BIRE come about?
So, you see that Billy you have just said? Kwenye tunatoka, our hero is a problem.
Okay.
So, that's how BIRE became. From Billy to BIRE.
Wow, nice. And on average, how many hours of sleep do you get every single night?
Labda 4.
What's the first thing that comes to mind every morning?
The first thing that comes to mind every morning is kwanza ni maombi.
And how do you feel more creative in the morning or at night?
At night.
Who is your favorite composer?
Kenya niko na Pitson, Eunice Njeri, Bien na Ben Sol. Huko nje Jonathan McReynolds, na Asha na Neo.
Wow, that's nice. And what do you listen for when you're listening to music?
Apparently I listen to so much of reggae than anything. Yes. Sasa hebu imagine wale watu nimetaja na ile kitu muskiza enyewe pia mimi niko na jokes.
And what's the first album that you ever bought?
The first album that I ever bought ilikuwa ya Eunice Njeri. Bwana Yesu Kimbiliola.
Wow, that's a nice singing time. And BIRE, how old were you when you wrote your first song?
I think I was 18.
18?
Yes.
And what was it about?
It was about Kenya. Let's think about, that was my first song.
And you remember
Kenya
the
coming
lyrics?
back to its normal life. Ilikuwa after post-election violence. So we were writing just a song to sensitize on the peace around there.
It's even nice that you remember the lyrics. Do you mind doing a little bit of the Narekelemo chorus song? Wow, marvelous. Your fans are going to love this.
Thank you.
Do you remember what your mother used to play on the speakers when you were young?
Mtoto singuo utaomba mtu wewe.
Oh, good. And what's the one thing your mom said that left a very lasting impression?
Every time my mom would take me to school, she would take me to the parade. Because I went to a mixed school, and then she would tell me, unaona skirt vile ni mingi huku. Nimekuleta usome. Maneno wasichana uwashi.
Nice. And what's the biggest lesson you learned from the women who raised you?
Wow. Number 1, character, discipline, and integrity.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, BIRE.
Yes.
When you think of Nairobi city, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Nairobi. I think since this is a song in this season, thinking of Nairobi, sijui kama ni ukweli hivyo vile inasemwa ama tumejificha kwa kanisa sana hata hatujui yanayofanyika.
Could be. And out of all the places in Nairobi city, what would you say is the best hidden gem?
Me, I say DANDORA has the best hidden gem at some point. Because that's where I grew up. And I mean, Connie, I'm not a gem.
You are a total gem.
I'm just asking.
We see. Wow. On what occasion do you lie?
Wait. When either I know nitarushiwa maji moto. And
does performing in front of your fellow artists make you nervous?
Not really, but earlier on it used to. Yes.
Do you have any mantra or rituals before you go on stage?
A prayer.
Oh, do you have a preference with performing new material versus old material?
No, because all materials have the same thing we're talking about. So that's the reason as to why most of the time we will actually try to refix what was old to give it a new life.
BIRE, the vocalist.
Yes.
Would you say you're excited about the music business today?
Not really.
Wow, is there a facet of the industry that you wish you could maybe shine a light on and change?
For now, let me not answer that. Yeah.
And what's a talent of yours that people may be surprised to know that you have? Spoiled for choice or none at all?
Hata hatujui ni either spoiled for choice ama tuko nayo hata.
Okay. And what's the last place you visited?
Dubai.
Exercise or meditation?
Meditation.
Meditation.
Yes.
And what are you obsessed with at the moment?
Mziki. Yeah.
Okay. And what's the most rewarding thing about being a father?
The most rewarding thing about being
a father, yeah.
The love that those children showcase. You get the whole point. When you get home, the world has beaten you, and then you get home and you see these kids are all over telling you, "Dad, welcome home." You know, that's a feel. That is a feeling I cannot buy. Yeah,
I agree. And what values do you feel are most important to instill in your kid?
Integrity, hard work, discipline, and character.
Wow, describe your wife's parenting style in 3 words.
Commando. She is a commando.
Wow. And what has she and you learned from each other?
Well, we are still learning. We keep on learning.
Yeah.
So tuko hapo. We are learning each other day in, day out.
Oh, wow. Yeah. And what would you say is the toughest thing about raising kids in 2021?
After Corona, raising kids is tough.
Wow, so tell me, what's the process of writing a song really like?
Number 1, you get the idea. Number 2, you record the idea. Number 3, you go to the studio, and you have a song.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good. And where do you feel like you are at your personal best?
After a great performance.
Wow.
After a great performance.
And what's the hardest challenge that you have ever had to overcome?
The greatest challenge
that you've ever had to overcome?
Family wrangles. Yeah.
Oh. Wow. So what does me time look like for BIRE?
Me time is a fun time for me. I am, of course, I will listen to so much. I listen to so many audios, and I listen to so many people.
Yeah.
And I love fun.
Yeah.
So I will watch comedy. Yeah. I don't like a boring life.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. What is 2 words to describe your style?
Out of this world.
Wow, who is the most stylish person alive according to BIRE?
Well, do I even have? I don't know.
Wow, and what's the most difficult song you have ever written?
The most difficult song
you've ever written? Yes.
Sijui zangu zote zinakuwa simple.
Wow. And the easiest one, or maybe let's say the most beautiful song you've ever written?
Goro yako. It's my favorite.
Whom do you wish to collaborate with someday?
Wengi sana. Wa kwanza Eunice Jerry.
Yeah.
Wa pili nani? Sababu nime collaborate na wase wengi, but najua ultimately I would want to collaborate with Eunice Jerry And if God gives me an opportunity, I would want to collaborate with Jonathan McReynolds. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what is your attitude in life in 2021?
Sit down, shut up, listen a lot, and work more.
Wow. Which words or phrases do you most overuse?
Categorically or intentional?
Intentional.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And who or what is the greatest love of your life?
God.
Oh. When and where were you the happiest?
When and where was I the happiest?
Yeah.
I think in Dubai.
You make me want to go there. Which talent would you most like to have?
Football tu hapa. Kidogo changanya goal.
If you could change anything about yourself, what would it be?
I would love to interact with people more.
Oh.
Yeah.
You are not that
I'm interactive, but I would want it more.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. You will. What do you consider your greatest achievement?
Bringing someone to Christ.
Oh, that's good. If you were to die and come back, maybe as a person or a thing, whom or what would it be?
A billionaire.
Where would you most like to live?
Kenya.
Oh, Kenya. Okay. What is your most treasured possession?
My voice.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
And what do you regard as the lowest depth of misery?
When depression kicks in and you cannot know that you are depressed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, what is your favorite occupation?
Music.
What is your most marked characteristic?
I'm always smiling.
Okay, and what do you value most in your friends?
The love and the quality time we always have.
Oh, wow. And who are your heroes in real life?
My heroes in real life is my mom.
Oh.
And my brother.
Oh, your bro.
My mom and my brother.
Okay. And what do you dislike the most?
Mtu akikubeba wana.
And what can you say has been your greatest regret?
I don't have a regret. I have lessons I've learned in my mistakes.
Oh.
Yeah.
And a crazy question.
Yeah.
BIRE, yeah. How would you like to die?
Sleeping.
Sleeping. Peacefully.
Tusumbuane. If you want death, if you want me, come at night. Yeah.
What is your motto?
Behave, believe, become.
Oh, wow. And would you find yourself using Facebook more or Instagram?
They always have the same time. Yeah. Because I'm not so much into social media actually.
Wow, rapid fire questions here. Tea or coffee?
Tea.
Chicken or fish?
Chicken.
Vintage or new?
Vintage new.
Okay, I'll let that pass. Denim jacket or leather jacket?
Denim.
Texting or calling?
Calling.
Slow down for this one. Who's the last person you called?
You.
True. And I know what we spoke about.
Yes.
Okay, and what's the rest of your day looking like?
Right now, I'm getting into a service. So we are preparing for a service that is happening. Here at Karura Community Chapel, we have a midweek service. Yes.
Oh.
From 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Come, let's pray together.
Yeah. Thank you. What immediately comes to mind when you think of your childhood?
Fun.
Oh. And what are you often told when people work with you?
I'm I'm funny and stupid.
Whom do you consider to be your mentor?
I have several. Pitson is my musical mentor. I have Kamau Karongo, who is also my mentor. I have Ruth Muthoni-Ngari, Reverend Ruth Muthoni-Ngari, who is also my spiritual mentor. And apparently my cousin Joe is my wealth mentor. Oh. Yes.
And what qualities of maybe one of your mentors do you most admire?
Their humility.
Oh.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Can you describe your music taste in one word?
Good arrangement.
Okay.
Yes.
And what would you say, maybe when you're listening to music, are you more into the lyrics or just the song?
Every song has its own vibe.
Oh.
So there are times you would listen to the lyrics, and there are times you would listen to the vibe that the song brings around. Oh, yeah. So the beats and the lyrics also are something I really work on.
Wow. Yeah. And what courses are important to BIRE?
Like?
Or maybe you're passionate about education, supporting the girl child, women. What courses are important to you?
I think I love rights. If people would take care of each other's rights, yeah, rights to humanity, rights to live, yeah. I'm a rights person. Yeah.
I admire that. And what is the most adventurous thing that you have ever done in your entire life?
The most adventurous thing I've ever done
in your entire life
is to be chased by an elephant.
An elephant?
Yes.
Oh God, you can imagine that.
Yeah.
Do you consider yourself to be a spiritual person?
Yes, I am.
What would you say to a 10-year-old you?
I wish you knew how to make wealth.
BIRE the vocalist.
Yes.
We are winding up our interview and we'll wrap it up with the 77th question. Yeah. And I'll ask you, given the chance of anyone in the world, whom would you want as a dinner guest?
There's a man
There's a
man I really love. His teachings, every time I find myself listening to his wise counsel. He's called Steve Fatick.
Steve Fatick.
Yes.
Ah,
so
wow.
I would want him to be.
I'm a great fan.
Yeah. So
true.
Steve Fatick. Mungu arubatie na opportunity tuweze kukaa Kilimonja. Katika table monja. Unipea anointing. Hallelujah.
Amen. No matter how much I would have wanted you to say another pamba, it's okay. I love Steve Fatick.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you for having me over for the interview.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yep.
My name is BIRE. God bless you.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Tuonane.